Bill Belichick on his freshman opening day, head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Give TCU credit, they came in and did a good job, and they were clearly a better team tonight. You know, they deserved to win, and they did it decisively.
To the 10, touchdown TCU. Trying to get it to the 29, on third down, Lopez to the outside, and it's intercepted, and it's going to be a walk-in touchdown.
You know, we played competitively, but then just couldn't sustain it, so obviously we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work to do indeed. In the infamous words of Bill Belichick, it's on to the next, and the next is tomorrow night right here in Charlotte. The Charlotte 49ers will play host to Chapel Hill and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Charlotte has a lot of work to do themselves, coming off a very disappointing 34-11 loss to App State in the Dukes Mayo Classic. So we've got two teams both looking for their first wins. Joining us now to talk more about North Carolina at Charlotte is sideline reporter for the Charlotte 49ers games on ESPN Plus, as well as co-host of the Highway 49 podcast, Hannah Bradey. Hannah, welcome to the Point After.
Thank you so much, Nate. Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. Now, after watching week one, where both teams struggled, which fan base should feel better about their team coming into this game, North Carolina or Charlotte?
Nate, that's a tough question. I mean, Charlotte coming into this one, I mean, obviously Niner Nation not happy about how they played in the Dukes Mayo Classic. But if you're Charlotte, you're a little worried with Chapel Hill coming in after their loss against TCU on Monday night. So you know Bill Belichick has lit a fire in his team. And then if you're Charlotte, you're just hopeful that after that loss that Tim Albin has also lit a fire in his team. And they're hoping that home field advantage can play a factor in this one, Nate.
Yeah, the Niners will start Connor Harrell at quarterback on Saturday. He was actually the starting quarterback for the Heels last year when these two teams played up in Chapel Hill. How important will it be for him to keep his emotions in check?
Yeah, it's super important. I think that's something that hurt him in the Dukes Mayo Classic. I mean, the first play of the game was a false start. He had an interception and a fumble. So the offensive rhythm just wasn't there for the Niners, but he actually had his best collegiate game up to date against Charlotte last season as a starting quarterback for Carolina. He had a combined 3 touchdowns in that game, so he knows how to be a leader for his team. So it's going to be really important for him to keep those emotions in check. And Tim Albin said that he has a lot of grit, and I think they saw that a little bit in the Dukes Mayo Classic. But yeah, definitely important to keep those emotions rein in for this one.
Real quickly, let's jump over to the defense. They gave up 586 yards to App State. How can they improve that for this week?
I mean, that's the biggest question. I think that's ultimately what led in Charlotte's ultimate demise in the Duke Mayo Classic. And with first-year defensive coordinator Nate Fonez, I think that's something that they need to look to strengthen. And I think discipline is a big thing for Charlotte defense. And if they can strengthen the defense and be disciplined, I think that was all the talk this past offseason. But one guy I think you're going to see is linebacker Shea Taylor, who also came from Ohio with defensive coordinator Nate Fonez. They have a great relationship. You're going to see him. He tallied 72 tackles last season for Ohio. And then another guy, defensive back Jaquarius Connolly. He's coming in also from Carolina, so he's also going to be playing for a little bit of pride in the green and white this weekend.
Hannah, hang on right there. We need to ask you about your predictions for the Carolina Panthers this year, so hang tight right there.